Okay, so welcome to the video, and we are back in the kitchen, and today we're gonna do something I really love, which is guacamole, but we're gonna have a bit of a twist on it and actually add in some mango as well as some pumpkin seeds to make it a bit more crispy. Then we're gonna have onion and also make it a bit pickled by adding lime before that, and have some cumin as well. So it's going to be a bit of a twist, but also a bit more protein, and that we love. And then of course we have the chips. So let's get going. Okay, so I'm actually only going to use half of this onion, so let's start by moving all this stuff away here. I forgot to mention we're also going to have some tomato inside. So let's start by cutting this up in just two pieces. We're gonna take all of this and put it in a bowl. Okay, so that's actually a lot of onion. I'm only planning to have 2 avocados, so I think the ratio here will be a bit skewed, but you know, onion is nice too. And then I'm gonna add in 1 mango later, so it's gonna be a bit of a mix with a lot of volume. But we're gonna start out first by covering up that with some lime juice to make this starting to sort of pickle while I cut up the other stuff. And we're gonna mix in 1 tomato as well. Wow, that lime smells really nice. It kind of reminds me of gin tonic, I guess, or something like that. Very nice. So I'm just gonna basically squeeze all of this out, and it definitely is easy if you have kind of a tool, a press or something, but this will have to do for now. Okay, so let's mix that up. Make sure it starts to kind of pickle a bit in the background. So this is just to make take a bit the edge off the onion. Red onions are, you know, not as sharp maybe as yellow ones already, but when you let it pickle a bit like this, it becomes a bit nicer as well, instead of just adding it in the end, basically. So that's what I'm doing it. So now let's see if the avocados are like too ripe or too hard. You never know. Let's cut up. Ooh, so that actually looks pretty nice. Okay, so I'm just gonna use a spoon here to get it out. On here. Okay, let's cut 1 more up. Let's see what this one looks like. Nice. A little bit dark, but not too bad. Beautiful. And then we have the last one. So I don't actually have anything proper to kind of mash them with, a potato masher or something like that. So I'm just gonna mash it up with this fork and spoon, see what happens. Okay, maybe not as pretty, but that only took like 1 minute, and I like it chunky, so this one I'm quite happy with actually. Okay, so let's move on to the tomato. So we want to avoid to make it too watery, so I'm actually going to cut this up, but then I'm going to take away the core part inside. We're going to scoop this out. So kind of like this. Okay, so now we have that part, we're just going to chop them up. Okay, something like that. So let's maybe add that into the bowl actually to save some space. Okay, so that's starting to look pretty good. I'm gonna add in the onions now as well. Okay, so I have to admit there's maybe a bit too much onion in here. The avocados are a bit smaller than I thought, but anyway, let's move on. So I'm gonna move in just a little bit of olive oil here to get that extra touch. So we have the high quality extra virgin olive oil, cold pressed. And just a little bit of pepper, not too much. And some salt. Let's mix it up, see what it looks like. It's almost too much in this bowl here, but we definitely have some nice avocado on the bottom. I think this probably should have had 1 more avocado actually, but it's okay. Avocado actually has a lot of calories, so this is lower on calories and kind of healthier in that way, let's say. But this is definitely a lot of good volume, so mixing up with the nachos, this is still gonna be very, very enjoyable. Okay, so let's make it a bit more exotic here by having some sweetness as well. Sweetness and a little bit of a chili for spiciness and some cumin. So I'm also gonna add in some pumpkin seeds, so though I'm gonna roast those actually, but first I'm gonna add in the mango. Guess I have to just try this out before I move on actually. Wow, that is crunchy. The onion is very nice, but it's not that strong because we had it pickled. That is a very nice way of doing it. Highly recommend it. But now let's add in the mango. So the mangoes are a bit tricky to cut up, as you saw maybe in my other video. So I'm gonna cut it on the side here and then take out the core and then split it all up in small pieces. Okay, so time to cut up the pumpkin seeds. And of course I realized earlier I'm not talking about gin tonic. The drink I was thinking about was mojito, of course, with the lime. So let's get this started. I realized I maybe actually should have roasted them before I cut them up, but anyway, I'm just gonna put them in here and then roast it together with this stuff. Okay, so we have 32 grams of that. I'm just gonna add in some olive oil to make sure we can get them crispy. Like this, 3 grams. And I'm gonna add in some cumin. Stir it a bit. Okay, so sorry, my kitchen is not the cleanest, but I have to do. Okay, put in this stuff here. Okay, let's start up. Just to make it a bit sort of crispy and toasty. Starting to smell the cumin smokiness, kind of. Nice. Yeah, the cumin smell definitely comes up before the pumpkin seeds here. I think they definitely have kind of different points that they start to get a bit toasty on. And I can see the cumin is starting to get dark, so this should probably be done pretty soon. Okay, so now there's definitely kind of a smoky flavor come out, so I think I'm gonna stop here. That looks nice. Okay, let's put it inside. Okay, so let's pour it over. Oh, a bit dark, but maybe a bit nice. Probably a bit too much, but nice. So I'm just gonna top it up with a bit of a chili powder, not too much. Just to give it a bit of an edge like this. Let's mix it in. Now we're basically ready to go. Okay, so there we have it, the final product. Let's serve it together with the chips. Let's try it out. Guacamole with some mango and nachos and onion and some crispy cumin. That looks pretty nice. Okay, the time has come. Let's try it out. Wow. You get the tomato is a bit kind of like, I don't know, sour. Then you have the sweetness from the mango and of course the avocado together with like the acidity of the onion. Wow. This will be my go-to snack this summer, that's for sure. You need to try this out. That is insane. You just need to go and grab this now and do it. If you like this, if you want to see more like this, let me know. Give me a like, leave a comment, and see you in the next video.